come get ready with me as I head out to the protest at the Indian Embassy tonight. Now, before I go on and tell you any more, there's a couple of facts that I want to give you. Now, you need to understand that both India and Pakistan possess about 140 nuclear weapon warheads each, not between them, each. Now, if any one of these two countries decides to press the button, we're all going to get it. This is not like what's happening in other countries. You know, when there's a war in Sudan or when there's a war in Yemen or a Holocaust in Palestine, we do not feel the repercussions of what is happening. So it's so easy for us to say, oh, it's nothing to do with us. That's another country. Well, you know what? In this circumstance, it's completely different. If one of these countries decides to press the so-called button, hundreds of millions of people will die just like that. The fallout will be huge. It will go around the world. Many, many more people will die. It's not like a bomb going off in Palestine and you feel nothing over here. It will affect the whole world. The economies of the whole world will go into recession. This affects every single one of us. So I wanted to talk about how world leaders are reacting to the ongoing situation between Pakistan and India. Several world leaders have already come forward and made statements because they know this is going to affect everybody. The fallout is going to go across all countries in this world. So even if you couldn't give a toss about Pakistan, even if you couldn't care about India, even if you don't care about what happens in other countries, understand this is going to affect you as well. So yeah, many of the world leaders understand this. So we've had statements from countries such as Japan, China, France, the UK, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, all of these kind of countries. And they've all come to the same consensus. They are saying, please hold constraint. Please do not do anything. Everybody, we need to de-escalate this situation ASAP because this is flipping dangerous. Even Putin in Russia is saying, look, we need to de-escalate. Even Iran is saying we need to de-escalate. Now, the UK is saying the same because David Lammy and Keir Starmer are saying, oh, we've got a good relationship with both countries. We really need them to de-escalate. This is not a good thing. Now, what has America said? What has POTUS said, the orange blob? Well, as typical, he doesn't seem to know much. So he's like, oh, this is a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. So he seems to think it's a shame. And he says there's been a long history of a problem between these two nations. And he will be monitoring the situation. That's it. That's all America's had to say. Now, the interesting thing is the only country that has come forward to make a 100% we stand behind you, you don't need to de-escalate, we got your backs, is Israel. Yes. So Israel has turned around and said no mention of de-escalation, only talking about the fact that they believe India has a right to defend themselves. They are fully behind India. They will give them whatever support they need. Modi, they got your back. There we go. Now you know. So it's really interesting that the whole of the world is saying we need to de-escalate. Even countries that the world sees as evil dictatorships like Iran and Russia, even they are saying we need to de-escalate because they understand the seriousness of this matter. But then you got Israel. Now, Israel is out there defending this and promoting this. And why? Because it completely matches their own agenda and what they have been doing in Palestine. If you needed any more proof to understand that these enemies are one, that everything is linked, that extreme Hinduism and Modi's BJP RSS, they are no different from the Zionists. They are no different, with the same agenda and the blueprint that has been rolled out in Gaza will be rolled out in India. Another point I wanted to make when we talk about this situation is, although India and Pakistan have gone to war, it is poignant for us not to forget the reason that this is all happening. It's happening because of the occupation of Kashmir. India occupied Kashmir has been occupied since 1947. That is just 1 year before the occupation of Palestine. So we need to understand that this is the main focal point of the argument. It's not about rivalry between India and Pakistan. It's about a nation of Kashmiris being occupied, being repressed, being murdered, being raped, being subjected to checkpoints where you cannot get in and out of a village without going through a military checkpoint. We're talking about an area for every 10 citizens, there's one military member of personnel. So let us not forget Kashmir in this, because this is about Kashmir. So Kashmir Zindabad, freedom to Kashmir.